guys, now that I've 100%ed Bowser's Fury, I'm going to start making videos on it, and starting off, we have the islands ranked. In 12th place, we have Pipe Path Tower. Now, what you have to do in this one is go through the clear pipes, well, not like in this time when you get the propeller box, and travel through a series of them. Now, the only problem is, it's really boring and tedious to navigate. Also, there is no challenge or skill required whatsoever. You just have to travel through this series of pipes. This is as easy as eating a donut. And although there are a few fire bros and enemies in some of the levels, yeah, they can't really threaten you, they can't really harm you in places that they're in. And come on, look, they're pretty much the only fire bros, and there's some up there, but I mean, come on, you can do that. It's just easy. And Nintendo could have done so much more with the concept. Okay, it's an alright concept. I wouldn't really have a concept about it though. But they just could have done and should have done so much more with the concept. Next is First Step Island. Now, although having a great intro, afterwards you just have some random place cat shards, a really random path with Shadow Luigi, and Bowser Jr. has to paint something. Now, there's two problems with this. One, you use paint all the way through your journey to get items and stuff, so that's as easy, yeah, I'm saying it twice, as eating a donut. And also, the only changes that they've made is adding more Goombas. Goombas, literally, any other enemy but Goombas, Nintendo. Just why Goombas? The easiest enemy in every game. Well, not the easiest, but one of them, definitely. Oh, dear. Next is Trickety Tower. And my problem with this level is, although it has a cool concept with footline lanes from Super Mario 3D World's little path, the problem is it's really long, tedious to navigate. Sure, I've mentioned that a couple of times. But the real problem is, once you fall down, if you fall down, since it is so long, you have to do it all over again. And you can't just help but to feel bummed. Although Bowser helps out by showing actually quite a lot of the path, he can actually be a real threat and an annoyance in this level. It's just a real shame they had, again, just like Pipe Path Tower, you have a great concept, it's just not executed perfectly. And that's why it ends up at number 10 in this list. Next in number 9 we have Roiling Roller Isle. Now we really do have some great ones here. And although just being hard and long, the problem with this one is, yes, the difficulty and stuff, and the boringness, like you die. Also in some shrines you get a propeller box, just like them. That makes this level from going as difficult, although it's not that difficult, to as easy as eating, I'm fed up of saying, donut, Easter egg, or playing a Mario game, for example. And that's not a good thing. That is not what you want. You want difficulty, sure. You don't want it to annoy your players, yeah, but you don't want it to suddenly make it, thanks to one power-up, an easy peasy lemon squeezy thing, which Nintendo have done. I am sad to report. Great concept, it's just they haven't executed it perfectly. Next, in 8th, we have Clawswipe Colosseum. Now, when I'm able to get into it. Now, the problem with this level is it's just a boss rush level. You got Cat Boom Boom, Cat Pom Pom, and Cat Boom Boom with spikes. And they have exactly the same pattern set as they do in 3D World and stuff. And it's just a real shame that they didn't do something new with them. So, it's just a waste of Island. And it's a real shame. They could have done so much more with it. But no, they just made it a boss rush, and instead of using good bosses, they just used the simplest bosses ever. So, it's a shame. Next is Fort Flaptrap. Now, it's just a big square with a beach, and they try to use these red and blue flipping platforms featured in the Mario Galaxy series and the 3D World and Land. All you do, sadly, though, is your normal catch-shine shards and about break the Fury blocks. But all you have to do other than that is defeat enemies, such as Kameks, Buzzy Bees, and Bullies. Bullies, which is actually a real shame that they didn't use something else with them, maybe a hard platforming section. But no, nothing. And you don't even use them that well. It's basically just an enemy thing, and they just happen to be a tile set. So it's a real shame that they didn't use them to their full advantage. Next is Chris Quine Castle. Now, being one of the longest levels in the game, sadly the propeller box does help you make it go real quick, especially once you've beaten it. I don't really it's definitely not a bad level by any means. It's just not one of my favourite levels, and with great levels in Bowser's Fury, it just happens to be it just edges out of the top 5. Now, I know a lot of people would put this as their number 1, but not me. Now, I don't know why I don't like it that much, but I just don't, and that's all I can really say about this one. So, moving on. Next, we have Pounce Bounce Isle. Now, this uses the spring pads, jump pads perfectly, even introducing the Mega one. Now, I really do like this. I actually really like this level. And it's definitely one of the longer ones, but they always have different enemies and sometimes a different layout and stuff. And it's just really good how Nintendo changed it. And I know it's just all about the bounce pads, but it always feels like it's not repetitive, all the same stuff. A little bit like, in a way, you could say that Kite Path Tower did that, and it was repetitive. So, that's that. Going into our top 3, we have Slip, Skate, Slope. Now, this is a really fun level where you use the Goomba Shoe to go down a series of obstacles. Now, there's even a key shine in this where you have to go on the sides of the walls, and that is just such a creative concept. And it's not the easiest thing either. I find it quite easy, but a lot of people do struggle with it. You can beat it without the shoe, but the only reason why I didn't give this higher, maybe even second place, was because of the blue coin battle, which is just way too hard and really boring and tedious. It's not loud, but it's boring and tedious. Okay, next is Mount Magmeow. Basically Boiling Roller Isle, but I don't know why, but I feel like it's better. This is by far the longest and hardest level of the game. And that's not a bad thing. It's a really good level full of enemies, fire bros, fire bars, lava, and much, much more. And including these tilt lift platforms. This level, I mean, it's a really cool concept. Yes, it does bring back Prince Billy as a cat, and I know 3D World bosses aren't the most difficult bosses, and let's just say Boom Boom and Pom Pom, but this level is just extremely creative, and for one shine you even have to go on top of the mountain with the cat and it is just, it's just an amazing level. All around, using the tilt lifts to your advantage, and even these, I've only seen once before in 3-7 on Super Mario 3D World, those little enemies. That's the arena down there. There's just a lot in this level, including these blocks, again only present in 3-7. But the best level in Super Mario 3D, Bowser's Fury, is Frisky Whisker Island. It is tiny, yes, it is fun. Now you start off by chasing Shadow Luigi, then you use a piranha plant to eat the fuzzies. There's a football kicking section. This is just such a fun level with the rush theme with the donut platforms, and I just love this so much that I just couldn't help but let it take #1 on my list. Now I know people would actually put this quite low because it's just donut platforms, there's not much to it, but it's the fun factor. It is just it just soars through the roof. Now there is so much that I could have picked, and this is honestly it is such a great game and stuff. I would definitely recommend it, especially with 3D World extra that they have. Okay, but that is the end of this video. I hope you enjoy Mario Fading Out Loud. Now, that's the end of this video. As I said, please just watch videos, like and subscribe if you want, do all that fancy stuff. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!